Is it worth it to you to have higher taxes in exchange for universal health coverage? Personally, yes, it's worth it. Lower taxes, premiums, deductibles tied to employer. vs. Higher taxes, less paperwork, no premiums, no deductibles, independent from work. Allows me to change jobs more easily. Pay $12,000 a year in insurance premiums. Or $7,000 a year in higher taxes. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Those are actual per capita numbers for the US and Canada. Yes, I have plenty good health insurance provided by work. But I'm happy to kick up taxes because I want to live in a society where sick people are taken care of. So I guess not technically worth it to me. But worth it to me. My dad died because he was afraid to call an ambulance. Because the last time he did, he got a bill he couldn't afford. So yeah, I wish no one ever had to die because they were afraid of the cost of care. It's absolutely worth it to know my family, friends, and their families never have to worry about getting medical attention. Undoubtedly. Yes. For-profit healthcare is grotesque. 100. Pay a little bit extra each year so no one has to worry about medical care ever again. Shut up and take my money. Yes. Not only will you not have an insurance payment, but the taxes to cover universal healthcare would be less than you pay for your insurance today. You'd have healthcare and more money. The GAO has studied this and already concluded that it's a better deal for everyone except the insurance companies. The dumbest part of America is we pay plenty and should get it without raising taxes. I'm pretty sure US taxes would be lower under a universal healthcare program. They would at least allocate less money to healthcare costs. The way the US currently does Medicaid is fucked up. Yes. I have Crohn's disease. I'd much rather pay higher taxes than fight my insurance company every other month. The math has been done over and over again to show that universal health coverage is worth it to almost everyone. It's not a matter of opinion. At this point, the financial aspect is proven fact. The argument, for most people, comes down to this: do you want other people to suffer as much as possible, even though you will suffer as much as everyone else? The problem is that a significant number of people have been convinced by rich people that it's immoral to prevent the suffering of others. Yes. Yes. Extremely worth it. Yes. Yes. As long as the system works properly. Here in Canada, Alberta especially, it doesn't work so well. Also, dentists, optometrists, and other types of healthcare aren't covered here. Those get covered by benefits your employer gives you if your job has benefits. As a kid, I sliced my thigh open by accident with a box cutter. 4-inch long cut. Could see all the fat in my leg. Missed my artery by half an inch. I sat in the emergency room for 2 hours, holding my leg's contents in with a paper towel before they finally stitched me up. Felt a lot less positive about taxes after that. I think so. And frankly, I don't get why more people don't feel the same. I guess people think taxes are stupid, even if they could literally save a person's life. Gladly. I have so many health problems I will never be able to solve because of lack of universal health care. I can't afford insurance prices. I can, however, afford a bit more taken out of my checks if it means I don't have to worry about going into lifelong debt because of my illnesses. Yep, and you know, Federal Blue Cross Blue Shield is offered to government employees for only $70 paycheck. So it would literally be $70 check for free healthcare for everyone. Heck yeah. Everyone needs healthcare. The only people who this isn't better for is employers. You'd have lower health premiums. And you'd have the added benefit of getting rid of a useless part of the American economy. Health insurance only exists to get between the doctor and customer and skim profits from both. That would be a large fraction of productivity that could be switched to actually producing something, as opposed to taking premiums and denying as much as it can. Yes. The money is already being siphoned out of me for insurance. It still cost over $2,000 for an ambulance last time I needed one. What is even the point? There is enough cases on the internet of Americans totally freaking out about choosing to stay alive or being able to keep affording living. Anyone telling you the lesser taxes are worth it is shitpost trolling you. People in first world countries are richer than Americans because their life isn't going to turn upside down just because of some medical emergencies. No. I have amazing health insurance that is super cheap. But we should do it anyway because it will absolutely be a huge benefit for society. Theoretically, yes, but the government is historically shit at running anything. Universal health coverage but no price caps or insurance overhaul. Not great. Universal health coverage but with a public option. Pharma price caps. Hospital and doctor price caps. And strict oversight of private insurers. That sounds better. Your question isn't detailed enough to answer accurately. Thing is, as Americans we don't need to raise taxes to achieve this. But on the other hand, the problem with any socialized systems, they become bloated and ineffectual. Tax the rich. We could have universal health coverage if we dialed back that military budget just a smidgen USA. My answer is yes. And there's no contest, the benefits of getting to keep a little more every month are nothing. IMHO. Compared to extremely affordable healthcare available to those who need it. Yes. Especially since the increase in taxes would be lower than the current cost of the premiums that we pay right now. Don't look in terms of taxes. Look in terms of living standards. Paying less in taxes isn't an achievement if everything is so expensive that what you have left over doesn't buy you what it does in these supposedly high tax places. The standard of living is consistently higher in places with higher taxes and universal health care. You can argue that it shouldn't be. You can argue that you are ideologically opposed to it. But you have to be delusional to deny the reality. No. If we subsidize literally almost any other thing that government already taxes us for, we could have free healthcare. As a matter of fact, doesn't the US already spend like 30 of the yearly budget trillions in healthcare already? We don't need to be taxed more. We need competent people to handle our budget. It depends on your individual situation. How much do you currently spend on healthcare? How much would the additional taxes be? What kind of coverage would be offered? Would you need supplemental insurance anyway? Think how Medicare currently works. No, the government in my country wouldn't use the extra funds properly and people would still be bitching about healthcare. I would say there's pros and cons on both ends. Hard to think there's a middle. Yes. But also, the thing people get wrong about this issue is that we wouldn't really need higher taxes at all. We already spend more per capita on our deeply flawed healthcare system than any other country on Earth. US. What it needs is regulation, deprivatization, and to be universally available to every single citizen.